Does anyone realize Shedeur Sanders came out of college as a junior, leaving him with 1 year of eligibility remaining in college football? Man, times are totally different from just a couple of years ago. Shedeur Sanders, as a college quarterback, had a $4 million NIL evaluation as a junior. Now, in the NFL, as a fifth round draft pick, Shedeur is scheduled to receive a signing bonus less than $500,000. Now, last year in the fifth round and 144th overall draft pick was Austin Booker, an edge rusher from the University of Kansas. Now, Austin Booker received a signing bonus of $446,553. The minimum salary for a player on an active roster went from $795,000 in 2024 to $840,000 in 2025. And that's if he makes the team or not get placed on a practice squad, which then the salary decreases significantly. One thing that has never been challenged and probably will get challenged one day is an athlete entering the NFL draft, then decides he wants to go back to college for another year. This would have been ideal for Shedeur if he went undrafted and had to find a team to sign with. However, getting drafted in the fifth round, Shedeur will make significant less amount of money in the NFL compared to what he would have made if he returned to college for another season. The first round slide is now an all-out freefall for quarterback Shedeur Sanders. With each passing pick, his potential earnings under his rookie deal get smaller and smaller. At some point, and we're arguably already there, Shedeur should consider his alternatives. One could be, possibly, to return to college for another season. Yes, the NCAA rules prevent it. He entered the draft. He accepted benefits via NFL invitation to the Scouting Combine. But we've learned one very important thing about college football in recent years. Most, if not all, NCAA rules violate federal and antitrust laws. And with players now making millions in NIL money, why shouldn't a player with remaining eligibility be allowed to return? No one has tested it. Shedeur could. If it fails, he could then sign a rookie deal and join whichever team eventually drafts him. So what are federal antitrust laws? In the United States, antitrust law is a collection of mostly federal laws that govern the conduct and organization of businesses in order to promote economic competition and prevent unjustified monopoly. The three main U.S. antitrust statutes are the Sherman Act of 1890, the Clayton Act of 1914, and the Federal Trade Commission Act of 1914. These acts serve three major functions. First, Section 1 of the Sherman Act prohibits price fixing and the operation of cartels, and prohibits other collusive practices that unreasonably restrain trade. Argument is right there. Prevent unjust monopolies. Let's continue the article from Pro Football Talk. At this point, he'd make much more money in NIL money than he'll make in his first year of a rookie deal. At some point, he'd make more money in 2025 as a college quarterback than he would in all 4 years of his rookie contract. He also could put together one more year of film, re-enter the draft next year, and see what happens. Here's another twist that should be considered. Don't go back to Colorado. His 2026 draft stock could be enhanced by finding a new team and proving that he can play at a high level away from his father, Coach Deion. It's an idea, a possibility, a way to make chicken salad, and a path towards making more money this year with a chance to enter the NFL in a better draft position next year. With the new wave of NIL money, college football will never be the same. The fact that Shedeur has to commit to earning less money in the NFL is backwards as hell. I think it's worth a shot to challenge the NCAA rules when it's damn near a $3 million difference in potential earnings. The last issue would be the team that drafts the player would feel like the player isn't committed and ready to release them from the team the first chance they get. This would definitely garner a lot of attention, a lot of media attention, and be a big deal if Shedeur decides to challenge the NCAA rules for eligibility. I can see everyone rooting for Shedeur, signing petitions in support of the quarterback's mission. I do agree with the article from Pro Football Talk. If Shedeur was ever granted another year of eligibility, he should attend another school to show scouts he can play for anyone and not just dad, which would be a huge gamble. And if he could be successful doing that, he would be guaranteed a top 5 prospect for the 2026 NFL draft. That would be a $40 million difference from being a 5th round draft pick to a top 5 prospect. I say it's worth it. At least consult with a lawyer and see what advice they have to offer. And I don't know. We'll see.